Derek runs 3 teams across 2 time zones. Every week he was drowning in vague meeting notes where nobody was sure who owned what or what the deadline was. After one Claude session, that problem disappeared entirely. I'm going to show you the exact system. Here's what actually happens in most organizations. A meeting happens, someone takes notes, or worse, nobody does. The important decisions get buried in a wall of text. Action items get assigned in the room and forgotten by lunch. 2 weeks later, someone asks what was decided, and nobody agrees. This isn't a people problem, it's a systems problem. Meetings generate raw information that has never been properly processed. Most organizations just accept the resulting chaos as the cost of collaboration. That cost is enormous. Studies consistently show that knowledge workers spend between 1 and 2 hours every week just following up on things that were already decided. Multiply that by your team size, and the number gets absurd very fast. The Claude meeting workflow works with any input. A full transcript from an AI note taker like Otter or Fireflies, rough type notes from your laptop, even a voice memo you recorded during the meeting. The key is that you're giving Claude the raw material and asking it to do the cognitive processing that normally takes 30 minutes of manual review. Tell Claude the meeting type, stand-up, strategy session, client call, board meeting, give it the attendee names and roles, then ask it to extract decisions made, action items with owners and deadlines, open questions that still need answers, blockers that will stop progress, and key context for anyone who missed the call. What comes back is a structured, copy-paste ready summary that you can drop directly into Slack, email, or your project management tool. Let me show you what this looks like with a real board meeting transcript. This is from a quarterly strategy session. 60 minutes of conversation, 12 people, 3 agenda items. The raw notes are unusable. You'd have to read the whole thing twice to reconstruct what was actually decided. I'm going to paste this into Claude and run the meeting processing prompt. In about 45 seconds, Claude returns the full structured breakdown. 4 decisions clearly labeled with owners. 8 action items, each with a named person, a specific task, and a due date. 3 open questions that need answers before work can proceed. 2 blockers flagged with potential impact, and a 3-paragraph key context summary for anyone who missed the call. The 60-minute meeting became a 60-second deliverable. The real power here is the downstream workflow. Once you have the structured output, ask Claude to write the follow-up email to all meeting attendees. Decisions made, who owns what, next steps, next meeting date. That email used to take 15 minutes to write. Now it takes 30 seconds to generate and 2 minutes to review and send. You can also ask Claude to generate a project status update for stakeholders who weren't on the call, formatted for your specific audience, or ask it to create a Notion page, a Jira ticket set, or a formatted Slack message, like whatever format your team actually uses. The meeting processing prompt becomes the engine for everything else. There's a more advanced version of this that I use for planning sessions and whiteboard meetings specifically. After the session, while everything's still fresh, I describe the whiteboard to Claude, what was drawn, what categories of ideas were grouped, what the key tensions were in the conversation. Then I ask Claude to turn those raw notes into a structured planning document with phases, priorities, owners, and dependencies. If you have a photo of the whiteboard, even better, upload it directly and ask Claude to extract and organize every idea. What was a chaotic 90-minute planning session becomes a structured roadmap before you leave the room. One specific prompt addition that I've seen save client relationships: when processing any client-facing meeting, add this line: flag any commitments made to the client that are not currently tracked as formal action items. Claude will catch the casual promises that slipped into conversation. We'll get you that data by Thursday. We can probably turn that around in a week. These informal commitments are where client trust breaks down when they're forgotten. Claude catches them every time. That one addition has saved multiple client relationships for people who've added it to their workflow. The complete meeting processing workflow, raw notes to structured action plan, follow-up email, and stakeholder update, takes under 3 minutes from end of meeting to everyone knowing exactly what happens next. The prompt pack for all 3 output formats is in the free Business AI Playbook linked below. Subscribe and I'll see you next week. Next video, how to use Claude to fact check the viral industry news that's shaping how everyone around you makes decisions.